So many people want to open up restaurants, but maybe ghost kitchens might be a better fit for you. So many people want to open up restaurants, but do you think you have the capital for all of that? Do you want to spend all that money on just one facility? I've done a lot of research and visited top-line facilities. These are the 30 things you should be looking for before you sign that lease. When you arrive at the ghost kitchen, you're going to have to find out whether you have your own private kitchen or are you going to be sharing with other people, meaning other companies. Luckily, some of these facilities are being built out by online platforms like DoorDash or Uber Eats. A lot of the founders are investing a lot of money in these ghost kitchens. Because of that, they have their own proprietary software that you can use. It's a great way to supplement your sales if you're willing to pay a little extra per order, roughly about 5 to 7%. Another thing to look for is whether the drivers, when they arrive at the facility, whether they have their own designated waiting area and pickup station. Does the facility have on-site support? The internet goes down, trash compactor's broken, or the air conditioning goes out. Who's gonna fix that? Sometimes these ghost kitchens have their own food runner, meaning the person at the front desk, they can run back to the designated ghost kitchen, pick up the order, and give it to the driver. These ghost kitchens also have food runner robot. When the robot is signaled, the robot drives over to the ghost kitchen, you have everything packed, place it on top of the robot, and then the robot goes to the front desk to give it to the driver. Another nice little feature is that sometimes these ghost kitchens have faux health inspectors. They basically run through the entire inspection as if they were the actual health inspectors and prep you for the next time the actual health inspector shows up. Will you and your staff have to share restrooms with the entire facility, meaning all your neighbors? Some of these ghost kitchens have Amazon locker type of pickup. I don't know if you've ever visited a Little Caesars, but you can scan a QR code or punch in a special code and the little door opens up, the driver picks it up, and they're off. Whether you guys have your own shared lockers or will you have lockers in your own private kitchen? Sometimes these facilities have their own software or their own kiosk at the front door or the waiting area. People, the public, can walk in and just order from the kiosk. So now I'm going to get into all the utilities that are involved in this bulk payment. One of the interesting things that goes on at these ghost kitchens is an expense that comes your way in terms of utilities. How these utilities are split up amongst all the other operators in the ghost kitchen is up to the landlord, for lack of a better word. Okay, so some of these bulk payments include, but are not limited to, the following: gas, power, high-powered lighting, so you can see all the nasty stuff on the surfaces of stoves and prep sinks and prep tables, hot and cold water lines, Wi-Fi. You need high-speed Wi-Fi just to make sure you get all the orders, trash and recycle, Ethernet connections. Those are big ones because some of these tablets need to be hardwired just to make sure nothing goes wrong with the Wi-Fi and your orders. Grease trap cleaning. So who's going to clean that? Someone has to come out and clean it. Your hood. You're going to have lots of orders. That hood gets nasty really fast. And very importantly, you're going to have to get rid of some of these pests. But these pest control companies come out, take care of a lot of the stuff for you. So now we're getting to the fundamental part of this space. So first and foremost, you need a 3-compartment sink, a prep sink, a hand sink, a commercial grade hood, meaning the exhaust system above the fryer and the stove. And then you're going to need a tablet. Luckily, some of these founders are the ones creating these ghost kitchens, so therefore they have their own software that integrates all the online ordering platforms, online delivery services, and they combine all that information, they put it into one tablet. So when you're creating the food and packaging all these things up for the delivery, you can just focus at looking at one tablet opposed to 5 of them. Have to make sure it exists is whether you have a grease interceptor or a grease trap. Does it have its own mop sink? For all of you that made it this far in the video, thank you. And because you made it this far, I'm going to give you some bonus stuff. You're going to have a health permit application sent out so that they know that you're engaging and opening up a ghost kitchen. Schedule that visit for the inspection. Kitchen equipment. You're going to need fryers. You're going to need stoves at the very least. You're going to need insurance. You're going to have to protect your employees. You're going to have general liability insurance at the very least, and whatever else that you need in order to cover your entity and make sure you're not getting sued. You're going to have the management level couple Serve Safe certification so that when the health department shows up, you are a Serve Safe food manager. One of the biggest steps you're going to have to take, you're going to have to get a business license, look for it online, and you're going to have to submit a seller's permit application so that you're able to sell whatever it is that you're going to sell. Here's the big one. When you are signing this lease, you're going to be signing a personal guarantee. So say, for example, you were not able to pay your rent. This corporation that owns the ghost kitchen can come after you legally because you signed a personal guarantee tied back to your EIN or your social security number. For all the legal recourse, you're going to have some sort of entity form, LLC or corporation. You're going to need articles of organization too. Landlords or these ghost kitchens are going to have to know who you are, who else is part of your entity. They're going to need legal recourse. They're going to need to know who to come after.